What's up, guys? Welcome back to the World of Code. This is the third lesson in this Python series on this channel, and we're going to be going over indexing strings. This video is going to be kind of a mini lesson, so I'm going to keep it pretty short. But anyways, indexing strings is a very important lesson to learn when you're learning Python because you can use it when you're doing other things while writing Python code. For example, you can use the concept of indexing strings when you're using loops in your Python code or when you're using lists and arrays in your Python code. And you can also use the concept of indexing strings in print statements, which is what we're going to be doing today. So let's start by creating a variable. If you don't know how to create a variable yet, definitely go check out the video on this channel that was on variables. It's going to help you out. So anyways, I'm going to create a variable greeting consisting of the string hello world, right? And so let's talk about how an index works in Python. So what it does is basically it's giving each character in a string a value, and those values start from 0 and go up. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And so let's see here regarding this string right here. And so our first character here is H, right? And that would be our 0th index. And then E would be our second character, which would be our first index. And then L would be our third character, which would be our second index, right? And it goes on and on. And then here, let's just talk about this right here. And so let's talk about the W right there. So you might be thinking that the W would be our sixth character, so it would be our fifth index. But no, actually the space here between hello and world counts as a character. So basically the space would be our sixth character, would be our fifth index. So W would actually be considered as our seventh character and would be our sixth index, okay? It's important to remember that in Python, the index starts from 0 because I often forget and it's just confusing then. So it's important to remember that. And so let's see how I would just get the letter O here. I just want the letter O, right? And so I'll say print greeting because that's our variable and I want it from the variable. And then I'll put square brackets and see what index O is. And so O is our fifth character and it would be our fourth index. So I would do fourth because we're talking in terms of index and it would give us O. So it works. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You just count to find the index and stuff. But let's say if I wanted to have the entire word world in, like, I want the computer to give that back to me and I want it from the variable. So I would do pretty much, I would start the same way as how I did before, and I would just write greeting because that's our variable. And let's hold on really quick. So I want to do world. So you would basically say, I want you to give me whatever is between W and D, right? So let's talk in terms of index. So W, as we went over before, would be our sixth index because we're going over, we're like including the space 2 in our index. And so it would go from 6, and then you would think 6 to D, right? So what index is D? So it's our 10th index because we go from 6, and then O is 7, and then you go 8, 9, and D is 10. So you do 6 to 10. But so you might be thinking, I want to tell the computer to give me index from 6 to 10. And that's what you want to do, but you're not going to write 6 to 10. Let's see how you're going to do this. So you're going to do square brackets again, and then you're going to do 6, and then for the 2 word, we're going to put in colon, and then you might be thinking 10, but no, you put 11. And it gives you world. And you might be thinking, okay, it's going to give you that when you do 10 too. But really, when you do that, it's going to say whirl, which is not world. So basically, this right here is called a slice, right? It's a slice of our string. And when you use the slice, it's basically saying from index 6 up to, but not including whatever number is here. In this case, it's 10, and it's going to give you whirl. So it's basically saying I'm going to start from W, and I'm going to go up to, but not including D. So it's just going to go to L and it'll stop. So that's why whenever you have like a oops, what happened? Oh, I forgot the space here. Okay. But so like you just want to take the index, which is the last character you want the computer to give to you, and then you just want to do +1 to that. And that's it. You're going to see how slices are more important when we go over loops and lists, which will be coming soon. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share to show your support, and like this video if you learned something new, which I hope you did. And so thanks for watching. Bye!